Welcome back to our Let's Play of Fire Emblem 3 Warriors 3 Hopes. When we last left off, I was in the final chapter of the game. I completed all of the training and chores off screen. I also maxed out all of the facilities by buying a bunch of iron swords and trading them for the smithing stones and trading those. Took quite a bit, and I am now broke. But that's maxed out. And I used all the stat boosting items. But I have about 9 support conversations to do, so let's get to it.
I will need to settle this matter post-haste.
Hey, Lawrence. What's wrong? If that frown was any lower, it'd be falling off your face.
Hello, Hilda.
Have you been sleeping enough? Your body can't survive off grumbling and worry, you know.
I appreciate the concern, but I'm afraid I have no choice in the matter. As you're already aware, I have inherited the title of Count Gloucester from my father. As such, I must find a suitable partner to be my wife. It is an issue of utmost urgency.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot. Is that why you look so crabby? I don't know, though. I don't think you need to worry. I'm sure you'll find the right person in no time.
If only I had your confidence. The conditions for marrying into the distinguished House Gloucester are quite strict indeed. My partner must not only be willing to live alongside me as a proud noble, but share in the responsibilities that house leadership entails. I hope I can find such an ideal woman. But how is the situation in House Goneril?
My house?
Your father recently passed leadership of House Goneril along to your brother Holst, did he not? I was simply wondering what course of action you were planning to take in the matter.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the stuff my brother's up to doesn't really have much to do with me. If I had to pick, maybe I'd go traveling? I've always wanted to see the world. I'll go all over the place, taking in the sights, eating the best food Fodlan has to offer. Obviously not till the war's over and everything's cooled off, though.
Traveling, Quite an unexpected answer. Though I must say, earning permission from your father or Holst will be no easy feat. Grand adventures such as those are fraught with danger at every turn. I can only imagine the perils you might face with disease or scornful local lords. If you'd like my opinion, I believe settling down and pursuing a life of leisure much better suits your carefree personality.
Maybe, but there's a time and place for everything, you know? I can travel first, then spend my days relaxing later. And besides, Holst and my dad both spoil me rotten, so I don't think convincing them's going to be too big a deal. Oh, but I probably shouldn't go anywhere that gets too hot or too cold. Extremes aren't really my thing.
In that case, I know the prime location. There is a wonderful little place within Leicester borders, with boundless forests and crystal blue rivers and the most exquisitely comfortable climate. It's also rather close to Goneril territory, so your family will be able to rest at ease.
Let me guess. Is it Gloucester?
You're quick to catch on. It is one and the same, Hilda.
Thought so. I guess I wouldn't mind adding it to the itinerary.
I don't know about this. Did I use too much? I don't not like it, but I'm also not sure it smells good, exactly?
Hey, Leonie, what are you... Wait. Oh, you wore the oil! You smell so good! Mm.
It's amazing you noticed so quickly. Still, it smells different from the one you were wearing the other day. Did I do it right?
Oh, for sure. And yeah, that's a scent I whipped up specifically for you. I mean, I could have just given you one of mine. But I knew there was a scent out there that would suit you perfectly, so I tried all sorts of different things to make the perfect Eau de Leone. That's for you and only you. It's the only one like it in the entire world.
That feels so... fancy. And while I appreciate all the trouble you went through to make it, I still don't think it's for me. I'm sorry. I feel so bad about all of this.
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, sure, it's the only one like it in the world, but it's not actually valuable or anything. I just wanted to put my heart into making something specifically for you. I think you're really special, so I wanted you to have something special. Oh my gosh, it sounds like I'm proposing to you or something. Anyway, you get the idea, right?
Well, in that case, maybe I'll just wear it on special occasions.
That would be great. Oh hey, there's actually something I've been wanting to try with my oils. Think you could help me out?
I can't very well say no after all that.
Yes! Okay, so here's the plan. First, you and I each wear a different scent at the same time. Then, when we're out together, they'll mix and create an even better scent.
Huh. That's actually a pretty clever idea, Hilda.
I know, right?
Then again, I'm not sure how I feel about the idea of our scents intermingling.
Then just don't think about it.
Too late. It's all I can think about now, and it definitely feels... weird. Yep, weird's the word.
Well, now I feel weird. But you're still gonna help me out, right?
You know what? Sure. I'm kind of curious to see how all this plays out.
Yeah. Huh. Here. Is that you back there, Hilda?
Ah! Yeesh, Holst, you scared me. How did you even know I was here?
I strive to keep my mind sharp and clear at all times. How then could I not recognize the presence of my own dear sister? It's a feat anyone can accomplish with good, honest training. You should try it sometime.
Honest training isn't really my forte. Same goes for our regular drills. If no one's making me do it, not a chance I'll even bother.
Ha! That's because you have the makings of a first-class prodigy. Even without putting in any hard work, your talent shines bright. But now that we're both here, why not train with me? It'll be just like old times.
You mean like how you used to carry me on your back while you were doing push-ups? No thanks. That was fun when I was little, but it'd be incredibly embarrassing now.
That's a shame.
By the way, Holst, how long are you planning on sticking around with us?
As long as I can. I am not much use if I'm away from our king during a time of war. And though he surrendered his title, Father is still in fine health, so I have nothing to worry about by leaving our territory in his hands.
Uh-huh. So the fact that your little sister is here has nothing to do with you being here?
Not pleased with my answer, eh? I thought you hated when I admit to being overprotective. But yes, of course you're the biggest reason why I'm here. I can keep you safe so long as you're close. Additionally, I must be on hand to punish any scoundrels who attempt to woo you.
Yeah, I don't love that part. It's not just scoundrels who are terrified to approach me now. Still, he's thinking about my well-being, so I guess that feels pretty good.
But there's actually another reason why I'm here.
Oh yeah?
The opportunity to cross swords with the mightiest warriors of the kingdom and the Knights of Seros doesn't often present itself. True valor is only polished in life or death battle, with the most powerful fighters. Just thinking of how I may one day encounter these veterans makes me tremble with anticipation.
Of course it does. So, that's the real biggest reason. I probably should have guessed.
No, don't get me wrong, Hilda. It goes without saying that the most important thing in my entire life is the well-being of my beloved sister.
Yeah, whatever you say. Good luck with the training.
Wait, I beg of you, wait! My dear Hilda, come back!
Lawrence, I'm so glad you're awake.
This is the infirmary. I see you have been taking care of...
Please, you mustn't get up. They said your wounds aren't too deep. Apparently the blow to your head was the worst of it.
I see. My apologies for all the trouble. To think my outing on the battlefield would end not in glory, but merely in losing consciousness. What is it, Marianne? I am perfectly all right. You needn't worry yourself over me.
No. It's my fault you ended up like this. You shouldn't have saved me, Lawrence. If only I had been injured in your place.
I must have been hallucinating during the battle.
What?
All was well one moment, and the next I felt a sharp gaze piercing my soul. Help me, it beckoned. No sooner had I turned around than I saw you there, the very same words seeming to float across your lips. But it seems my eyes were deceiving me. So you see, the blame for my injuries lies entirely with me. I simply assumed you were asking for my help, and thrust myself into danger to provide it.
No, it's not your fault. Please, to be honest, I truly was asking for help.
My apologies for teasing you so, Marianne. But I know now how you actually feel, and I'm glad to know it was not just a hallucination after all.
For so much of my life, I didn't care if I lived or died, and yet when I saw you there beside me, I realized I did care. I wanted to live.
And that is good enough. Such instincts are only natural. You needn't try to justify it to yourself or anyone else.
Lawrence.
I thank you for opening up to me, Marianne. We will survive this war. Together.
We will. And thank you.
delicious as always. Alright, now that the old stomach's full, it's time to put my muscles to work.
Raphael, do you have a minute?
Oh, hey, Ignatz! I've got hours for you. What do you need?
Well, how would you feel about joining me? As a knight, I mean.
Me? Be a knight with you?
Yes, that's why you joined the academy, right? But all the roadblocks in your way have made you almost a mercenary at this point. As you know, I've been working as a knight under House Gloucester for a while now. And it seems I'm going to be rewarded rather well when this war is over, for all my achievements in helping the effort. I might even be able to use that newfound sway to recommend you for a position of your own, Raphael. Well, what do you think? It seems like a good plan to me.
Is that really what you want, Ignatz?
Huh? What do you mean?
Don't pretend like you don't know. We're friends, remember? I can tell in a flash when you're not being honest with me.
Well, I couldn't possibly spend all that reward money on my own, so...
That's not what I'm talking about. You're not happy staying as a knight, and you know it.
You really do see straight through me, Raphael. Honestly, I've wanted to make amends with you this whole time. Your parents died in my parents' stead, after all. I thought the least I could do was help you become a knight, like you always wanted.
Thanks, Ignatz. It makes me real happy to hear you say that. But you don't need to make anything up to me. And you definitely shouldn't be basing your life decisions on it. You got where you are with your own strength, right? You should be using that for what you want, not what you think anyone else does.
Raphael.
And you know, I'm totally okay not being a knight. Once this war is finally over, and we're at peace again, I'm gonna take over the inn. So don't worry about me, okay? Follow your own dreams, Ignatz.
I'm really no match for you, Raphael. But I'm proud to call you a friend. From the bottom of my heart.
Thank you for all of your help again today.
I was happy to do it.
Bring me more hay, Four Eyes? That's so rude. I'm sorry, Ignatz. I fear she's getting a bit too familiar with you now.
I'm just glad she's getting used to me. Although I probably could have done without that Four Eyes comment.
Ignatz, why have you continued helping me care for these Pegasi? Surely you have enough to paint your picture now, yet you continue fetching hay and mucking out stalls.
You're probably right, but this is for my dreams. You remember the painting you picked up before? Well, I created it to resemble the Pegasus I once rode with my mother when I was small.
You rode a Pegasus with your mother?
Yes. I heard she was a Pegasus knight a long time ago, and when I showed interest, she took me for a ride. The moment we took off, I got so scared I buried myself in her sleeve and missed the whole first part. But once I finally managed to pry open my eyes, the view was breathtaking. I saw the whole of Leicester spread out before me. It stirred something in my heart, and I wanted...
You wanted to become a painter?
I wanted to become a Pegasus knight. But that was just one of my many silly childhood dreams. Plus, after we landed, my mother told me that Pegasi don't allow adult men to ride them. So that pretty much nipped my dream in the bud.
I see.
But while I may have been forced to give up that dream, I I can be anything I want in my imagination. And by interacting with Pegasi like this, it's easier to imagine myself soaring through the sky.
You clearly still hold dear the desire to ride one. Even if we weren't speaking of it now, your passionate feelings resonate throughout your paintings.
What? You can sense my feelings?
Yes, I can easily tell how precious you consider Pegasi.
Oh, that's what you meant.
And if this one understands how you feel, then maybe, just maybe, she will permit you to ride her.
But isn't that impossible?
Normally, yes. But she's very used to you now, and honestly, I'd really like to see it. I would dearly love to see your dream finally come true.
Well, if you put it like that, I can't very well say no. Hello, Pegasus. Will you please deign to carry your new friend Four Eyes up into the sky? No! I take it back! I take it all back! I wanted to fly, but not like this!
Oh dear, I thought she'd let him climb on her back, not grab his clothing in her teeth. Goodness, I hope they don't rip. It would be a very long way down.
I can't enjoy the scenery like this! Marianne! Help me!
At last, we come face to face.
Constance, is something...
Listen here, there's no need to dance around me, for I bear you no ill will.
I am having confusion. What are you speaking of?
I speak of the bad blood between Brigid and the Empire, of course.
Ah, the war. I am having my own feelings about.
Surely you are aware that it was your father who invaded the lands of House Nouvelle, which I once called home. It was his aggressions which cost me my family, my friends, my land, everything. However, your father and many of your countrymen paid for this in the coin of their own lives. Furthermore, neither you nor I took part in that foolish conflict. Therefore, there is no merit to our dredging up the past. We need not be at each other's throats. Have I made myself clear? Good. Now farewell.
Constance has a personality of much color. I was not given a chance to give her my reply. I cannot be leaving things like this. I must be telling her that I have understanding. Constance? I am wanting to talk to you about what you were saying before.
Greetings, Petra. I fear I caused you undue distress. Please accept my humblest apologies for the offense. One from my meager and reduced circumstances has no right to insult a woman of your royal standing. As galling as this must be after the fact, I humbly beg your forgiveness.
You can have my forgiveness, although I was not taking any offense.
Oh, what overflowing kindness! Truly your mercy is too good for a wretch such as I. But I should not expect aught else from one capable of ruling an entire people. You are a mighty boulder, and I but a pebble by the wayside.
Let me speak, Constance, please. I am knowing that our relationship is complicated. I think about this every day, It is filling my heart with pain and confusion. But you had the braveness to say what I could not.
Stop, I beg you. You will crush my sad and pathetic frame under the weight of such undeserved compliments. I think it best if I keep my own counsel from now on. Pray pay my ramblings no mind. Oh my, now I have been so presumptuous as to tell you what to do. Please excuse me while I go crawl under a rock.
I am not understanding what happened here. Which Constance should I be believing?
You know, I don't think I've ever seen you miss.
Balthus, you've been training a lot lately.
I can't have people thinking that all I'm good for is getting drunk and begging for gold, yeah?
The problem will go away if you stop doing those things.
Ha! You sure don't hold back, pal. Your words pierce my heart as sure as if you'd shot them from your bow.
Could have fooled me.
Hey, I was being serious. My heart's got more holes than an old pair of boots. But it only adds to the allure if I don't let that show, yeah?
Well, I can't argue with that, assuming it's true.
Right? Looks like you're finally starting to see my good side. I gotta say, the compliments have been pretty one-sided up till now. You're tough, skilled, determined, a stellar gambler and drinker, straightforward and humble too. You're so perfect, I don't know what to do with myself.
That's your business. Anyhow, there's not much for me to praise in return. You can't gamble or drink to save your life. You're more pig-headed than determined. And it's impossible to tell fact from fiction where you're concerned. But at least I can count on you on the battlefield. You're a skilled fighter.
Oh, that's it? Skilled? That's harsh.
Would you rather I lie?
Nah, I wouldn't expect that from you anyway. I guess it's true what they say. A person's strengths only matter in the eye of the beholder.
Look at that. I'll have to add occasionally says semi-intelligent things to my evaluation.
Can't you just cut me a break and say I'm smart?
If only it were true.
Oh, come on! Guess it's back to the drawing board. Just you wait. I'm gonna earn your respect.
I'm sure you can do anything you put your mind to. I won't hold my breath, though.
You never ease up, do you? Always gotta get in that parting shot.
Hey, I was looking for you. Didn't think I'd find you down by the river. That's an awful lot of blood on your cloak.
I thought soaking it in the water would help get it out.
I don't know. That fight went on for a while. And blood doesn't come out so easily, even if you start washing it right away. If you ask me, it's more trouble than it's worth. You have another one, right?
I do, but I'd still like to use this one if I can. Something wrong?
Oh, sorry. It's just, you reminded me of Citri, of your mother, back when we first met.
How so?
There was this one time when she was trying really hard to get some stains out of a handkerchief. She had your same quiet composure and everything, and when I asked her if she had another one, You know what she told me? She just turned and said, if I could still use this one, I'd rather not throw it away.
Well, that's not exactly the same.
Maybe not, but I still see so much of her in you. When I was first getting to know her, I never saw her laugh or cry. Just like someone else I could mention.
You know, you never really used to talk about her. But you've been doing it a lot lately. Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling a little regret for dragging you into the mercenary life. You've never had a place to call home, and you don't have any friends your age. And it's been one bloody battle after another since this war broke out. If she were still alive, your life would be entirely different. You'd be with her, and things would be peaceful.
I don't regret my life here with you. I might not have a home or friends, but you've always been there for me. Living by the sword suits me just fine, and I've had no shortage of allies. So...
You're right. There's no cause for regrets. You really are just like her, though. You know that?
Alright, I think that's it. And it took half an hour. But what are you going to do? Let's head out to the first battle of this chapter.
Which battlefield are you heading to?
Okay. So for this, 2,000 enemies this chapter. Should be easy enough. Altea Pegasus Corps seeks to slow the Federation Army's advance, shoot them down while keeping casualties to a minimum. Okay. Defeat the Mortal Servant and Mortal Savant and other enemies. Wyvern Lord is routed. Let's see. Oh, nobody's about to go up. Okay. In that case... Holtz. Jerry. Byleth. Nuts.
Ready anytime.
Alright, let's do this.
We won't lose so long as I'm around.
This is our chance.
Now is our chance.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this
initiating the operation.
Let's go, everyone. Let's get this operation underway, shall we? Chance to prove we're up to the task.
Adversity is not to be feared. Simply trust in yourself and push forward.
That was fast.
This position will grant us an advantage. My apologies.
prepare to lay siege.
Alright.
My turn.
You can go after you.
stronghold could be important. No mercy.
Okay.
My turn?
Is that all we got?
Now is our chance.
You go after you.
They cannot stop us.
Let's go after
Initiating the
you.
operation. Let's go, everyone. I think this
Let's
will
go
go well.
after you.
Let's go.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry. My word. So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Initiating the operation.
I think this will go well.
Now is our chance. They cannot.
Lend me your strength.
I'll lend you a hand, if that's all right.
Bow before me.
Okay. Side mission, defeat 300 enemies.
My turn. I'll take your spot. Into the fray. You think I'm not much?
Who wants to take these from me?
Yes, that was great. I need a hand over here.
Alright.
Keep your eyes on. I'm in.
My turn?
No common warrior can keep up with my blade.
You have great skill.
Somebody has to die. That'll do.
Can't say I like how this is unfolding.
We're done for. The rest is up to you. Your work is done.
You can't let it end like this.
Okay.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
What are you staring at?
Bow before me.
Alright.
That'll...
I won't ever forget your kindness.
That's enough, so...
Start.
I'm in. Hold it together.
What can I say? I'm used to playing the hero.
You have promised.
We're going to lose if this keeps up.
We held strong and fended off their assault.
Alright. Master Seal. some money. See what I can do with that money. Well, I'm sure there's going to be a cutscene. Yep.
Your Majesty, I am glad to see that you are safe.
I am fine. My apologies for worrying. What is your report on the situation in the West?
For the moment, we are holding the line against the Empire's offensive. The news that your Majesty has arrived at the Silver Maiden will do wonders for the soldiers' morale.
Unfortunately, the same can be said for our enemy. The Emperor pursued me here, and should be joining her forces at the front. No matter how high the enemy's morale, they will not find Aryan Road an easy prize to take.
In that case, perhaps our concern should lie with Lady Rhea and the Knights of Sirius.
Ah, yes. The Kingdom army parted with them to deal with the Imperial forces here in the West. I have heard nothing of their fate since. Were they able to reach Camulus safely?
No, Your Majesty. They have stopped in the northern region of the Tailtean Plains to prepare for battle.
They intend to meet the Federation army there?
It is likely they determined that with the Kingdom army unable to leave the Western Front, they would not be able to withstand the siege of Camulus.
They have assessed the situation correctly then. The Kingdom army cannot spare enough troops to break a siege at this moment.
But if Camulus is taken, Ferdiad itself may well fall to the forces of Leicester.
To prepare for that contingency, I have ordered our citizens in the capital and the surrounding area to evacuate to Gautier territory. But does Claude truly wish to destroy Fargus? Somehow I doubt it.
Your Majesty, a message from Duke Fraldarius. The Imperial Army seems to be taking more aggressive action. He would like you to brief the commanders on the current state of the war.
Understood. I will be there shortly.
But Your Majesty, what of the Central Church?
Gustav, we will do what must be done to safeguard our people, no matter how great the cost. Were we to bow down to the Empire and accept the Southern Church, Fargus would fall to rule. A great many of our people would die. However, the Federation has shown us a way to avoid such a terrible fate.
Then there is truly no other way?
We are deeply indebted to the Central Church. Yet it is a debt that I cannot repay. I will gladly accept whatever punishment I must. If it means saving even one more of my people's lives, then as the King of Fargus, no sacrifice is too great. Forgive me, Gustav.
Your Majesty, if this is the path you have chosen, then I will walk it with you until the very end.
Alright. What is this one? I have to get there in 2, so I'm going to have to do this one and then this one. For now, let's head back really quick. Got to grab things off the map. Stronghold abandoned by the enemy. He has already retreated from here. Some useful items were left behind. A civilian house in a village some distance from the battlefield. Here lives a widow who lost her husband in the war. Just something she wants to give you. Known to my husband who died in battle. Would it be useful to you? At the moment, no, but thank you. The camp of merchant caravans. You met a merchant who was running a stall. We cannot do business here anymore with all these bandits around, so we'll let this go for cheap before it gets stolen. Sure. And for this, I need about a little over 1,000 more people. Mine where your army is stationed. 2 tunnels have already been established. You decide to mine ore in one of them. Let's get the mithril. Let's see. Okay. Let's trade in our stuff.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Don't need this stuff anymore. And let's buy. I believe I need umbral steel. Right.
Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something?
Let's see.
Is this it?
Mm-hmm. Need 6 more umbral steel.
See you around.
Cool.
What
Not
did
you.
need? Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Can only afford 3. Okay. I don't think I need these. Okay.
Everything has its use.
Alright, moving on. Let's do this one. I think we have enough time for this one. The Kingdom Army engaged in the west. Bandits are running rampant. Crush them along with their base. I don't know why I don't have this one available. I guess I have to beat this one to get to these. Oh yeah, because it's lining it. I see. Alright. I'll get a training point if I get this. Control all the strongholds. Time limit expires. Is there... Okay, so we do have this again. 9.
Let's clean up.
So bows, lances, swords. This. Alright, I'll switch to Holtz.
Is it my turn? Shall we?
Into the
Okay, you.
No charge.
Over here.
Just leave it to me.
You can go over here.
There is nothing I cannot do.
I've got it.
You can go over here.
Let's give it a shot.
And I will go straight and down.
Let us forge a path to victory.
Let us bring it down.
Let's clear it out.
Your luck's run out.
That was fast.
claim this land.
Things aren't heading in the right direction.
I respect your fighting spirit.
Nice one, Holst. You're the best.
What's next?
Shamir's already done? Okay.
I've got it.
Look at this
Let's
guy.
give it a shot. Stand back.
You can go after you.
I'm on it. Jet surpassed me.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
It's nothing to boast about.
Okay.
Can't let it end like this.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Easy enough. Can't say I like how this is unfolding.
I need your assistance at once.
Okay.
Good, but not enough.
One step closer to victory.
Alright.
You don't have to take things from me. You have my support. Stand back. Yes.
I'll take over.
I'll take point.
Alright.
Jet brick stuff.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
What can I say? I'm that good.
Now, where am I going? Left and then right. Left. And right.
Yeah, right.
done? Done.
We have emerged victorious!
Rank Battler 3. That's Rank Battler 3.
I didn't think.
Okay. Just quickly grab my stuff. 20 points. Oh, that's down to 5 now. Slightly increased defense. Sure. You visited a nearby village and the villagers sought your help. We've been in constant bandit attack lately. Would you help get rid of them? Sure. Nine. 38. 38.
I'm going to
Heart.
doze off. I just know.
Do I have any other 38s? Petra. 4 minutes, 400.
I must push through this, no matter what.
So I can't just sit this one out?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
I have finished with great success.
Oh, I'm not going to stop this one.
Use this stronghold well.
Okay.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
What can I say? I'm that good.
Our time has finally come. All enemies will be falling. Hooray! Farewell. In the name of
Okay.
All enemies will be falling. You are mine. Farewell.
Okay.
It's now time.
Let's do this!
What a pain.
I'm swapping it already.
Alright.
I'm just
Jump
happy
on it,
to
Donna.
be alive.
Alright. So we're gonna call it here. I'll pick up after this. I'll get everything from the thing. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. It always helps me out. And as always, have a good day and take care.